Hey everybody, Ben Kohler here from Rebound Chiropractic and Sports Medicine. Something that I often see in the clinic and something that I often get asked about is usually in regards to mid-back pain or mid-back stiffness. And when I start talking about mid-back pain or mid-back stiffness, I need to start talking about what kind of load are you putting on your mid-back. And in today's day and age, it usually has to do with sitting in front of a computer or sitting at a desk for prolonged periods of time. So doing this for 8 hours is obviously going to be way too much, and your muscles in your back are going to start to fatigue. Where doing this for a few minutes at a time or 10 minutes at a time is usually not. So what I'm going to go over today are 3 exercises that can help relieve some of that pain or stiffness that you may be experiencing. The first one is going to be T4 rotation. The second one is going to be cat-cow. The third one is going to be page turner. Okay, so the first exercise that I mentioned was a T4 rotation. So it involves, we're going to get on our hands and knees. We're going to have our knees right underneath our hips, and then our hands right underneath our shoulders. We're going to lean back into our heels, and what this does is it allows us to lock out our low back region. And then come down onto our elbows. We're then going to pick whatever side you want to work on, left or right, doesn't really matter. We're going to put that hand behind our head, and we're just going to open up. Okay, so the second exercise I talked about was cat-cow, and it starts in the exact same position. Shoulders over hands, knees under your hips. And the whole point of this exercise is basically just to break up our day a little bit. Most of us spend most of our days in flexion. So this would be what flexion looks like, where cat-cow kind of goes from flexion into extension. Flexion into extension. One thing that we want to make sure that we're focusing on a little bit is that our shoulders aren't putting us into too much extension. We want to keep our shoulders high, tight, and we're using more of our back instead of our shoulders doing the work. So, and again, this is extension, and then this is flexion. Extension, flexion. So the last one that I mentioned was the page turner. And this requires a little bit more equipment. So whatever you can find, most people usually just use a foam roller. And we're going to start laying on our side, directly on our side, with the arm on the bottom, sticking straight out, and then bringing the opposite leg over and set it on top of the foam roller or whatever you have. And the whole point of this leg is we're going to push into this foam roller. This helps lock out the low back. So it's called the page turner for a reason. We turn the page, then turn the page again. These are just a couple of the exercises that I give my patients when they're experiencing mid-back pain or mid-back stiffness. If you're experiencing this, hopefully these exercises can relieve you of some of that. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day.